Hello, everybody. Welcome to Season 5, Episode 8 of The Buzz with yours truly, Mama T. So tonight, we have a very special episode for you. We got Sunday Wilde. Oh my gosh, you guys are going to love her. If you don't know her already, you're going to love her. You are going to buy all of her albums. And if you are the lucky contestant who guesses the right answer to the trivia question that we're going to be posting at probably 40 after, and you can get your answer in, you will get a Sunday Wilde prize package with stickers and CDs and t-shirts and all kinds of good stuff. So stick around. We'll be right back after the message from Grand Forks Best Source.
Today's episode of The Buzz with Mama T is brought to you in part by Grand Forks Best Source. They're a cutting-edge local media broadcasting studio with captivating shows, on-location event coverage, and unparalleled advertising opportunities. Grand Forks Best Source has been a haven for podcasters like me seeking to bring their visions to life. If you're a podcaster and looking for a studio to record in, or a platform to broadcast your show, or even a local business seeking a great place to advertise, go ahead and email Paul at local@gfbestsource.com or call him at 701-740-9337. In addition, you can go to gfbestsource.com to find more information. Tell him Mama T sent you.
Hi, Sunday.
Hi. Happy Mother's Day.
Happy Mother's Day to you. I'm so excited to see you. I can't wait until we actually meet in person, but this is the next best thing.
One day we will meet in person.
I mean, we have to. I mean, it's fate. Like, okay, how did I get a hold of you? On the other podcast I do.
Yeah.
And it was a surprise guest, I was told, and I almost cried.
Really?
I literally almost cried. Yep. I was like, oh my God, it's Sunday Wilde.
Well, we almost met once.
Almost. And
almost.
Let's tell everybody about that.
Okay.
You were supposed to attend and play at the Women of the Blues Fest one year at Little Bobby's. So what happened with that?
Well, I had a bass player friend, Nancy, said, hey, you want to go down to the States and have a gig? My friend Bobby's down there, Yeah, okay, sounds like an adventure. And we got stuck at the customs border getting through from Canada. At International Falls, we got stuck. They held us for 3 hours, and they wouldn't allow me across. I got fingerprinted. It was crazy, but I stayed calm the whole time. No, I didn't cry. I didn't scream. I stayed calm.
I cried.
I cried after.
So why wouldn't they let you across? What was the deal with that?
Well, Canadian musicians aren't allowed to earn any compensation when they play in the States. And so, they said, well, are you going to be earning money? And I said, no, I'm doing a favor and I want to go visit my friend, I said, well, maybe somebody will buy me a beer. This is what I said. And the guy's like, you can't get compensation for playing. So that's how it went down. I should not have said that, I guess.
What?
Yeah.
And then a free beer is considered compensation.
Yeah. And I was bringing CDs to give gifts out too. And then they thought I was going to sell the CDs. And I said to the guy, well, when was the last time you bought a CD? And he's like, yeah, that's true. Nobody buys CDs anymore. But still, it wouldn't allow, it was 3 hours. And finally they said no. So we had to turn around. And that's when I called Little Bobby. And then I was crying.
Mm-hmm. Yep. I was crying too. I think he was crying a little bit too. He's like scrambling last minute. Okay, how are we going to fill her spot? We fortunately did find a really good musician to fill your spot. She was local and she was a good friend of Bobby's. So
awesome.
It did work out, but man, that was sad. So
that was sad.
How did you meet Bobby in the first place?
I met Bobby long time ago. There was a fellow named Lonnie that was trying to pull together a woman in blues recording down in Mississippi, and I met Lonnie at the Thunder Bay Blues Festival as I was just there dancing because I love blues, and then we just kept in touch. And then he saw that I was getting into music, and he said, "Well, Sunday, why don't you come down to Mississippi?" I'm like, oh, sure, I would love that. And little Bobby was the recording engineer. And so that's how I met him. I knew nothing about who he was. He knew nothing about who I was. We were all these women drove from all these different places. The furthest was from Australia, and then I was a Canadian person. And we practiced at the Hobson Commissary. And so little Bobby was set up his studio in that Hobson Commissary. For anybody that doesn't know what that is, it was where people brought their cotton when they picked cotton back in a long time ago in the slave days. They brought the cotton to the commissary to trade for like food and clothing and whatever else. I don't even know. So old, very old. And it was also at the crossroads, kind of the famous crossroads where Robert Johnson supposedly traded his soul to the devil or God or whatever you believe in, I guess. And so Bobby was there and we met. I mean, the first time he heard me singing, I was playing at this out of tune piano in one of the shacks there. And he told me later, he's like, "What the frick is this about who I was?"
That's funny. And we all know that he didn't say frick. You know, it's okay. It's all right because we don't cuss on this show because the goals of the show are to carry on his legacies, support the live music, support the musicians that play the live music, and bring the music to the kids. And since
Yes,
we're on all these different platforms, we keep our G rating. We don't drink, we don't smoke, we don't cuss. We talk about music and get kids interested in it and get the backstories and all these great musicians. And we help get musicians' names out there, like some that might be indie artists or unknowns. If I come across you and I think you're good, I'll have you on the show and give you some free promotion, because we all have to help each other out. That's what it's all about.
that's right. That's awesome. That's awesome because and little Bobby, we were talking about him. He was very supportive of all sorts of other artists too, right? And that's how
Absolutely.
it's a big circle, but small circle kind of, if that makes sense.
It does. It does. It's a very welcoming, it's a small welcoming circle. Yes. It's small, but
Yes,
it's very welcoming.
exactly. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh, we already have a live viewer comment. He's scrolling iTunes, seeing which album to download.
Cool. Thank you. I have all sorts of albums out there. So that album we're just talking about how I met little Bobby. That album was called the
The
International
Hobson
Blues.
Sessions. Actually, hold on a
Yeah,
second.
Hobson Sessions. Yeah.
All right. So Bobby just had this he was a featured artist at a local college, and the art department put on, I think it was the art department. Well, it was put on in the art department, but I knew it.
Oh, yeah. That's all of us women sitting on the front porch at the Hobson Commissary. I'm on the very end. There's
Oh
April
yeah,
May beside me. She plays washboard.
this is you.
Yeah.
Wow, that is so neat.
Yeah. That was a
I'm trying to
lot
hold it
of fun.
still. Sorry, Jeremy.
That was lots of fun. So I had two songs on that album, and then the other musicians, I think most of us all had two songs each or one song each. And yeah, it was quite, and of course, we became friends. I'm still friends with some of the people that we recorded with there too, and it was fun. It's such an adventure.
I thought this was empty. The disc is in here.
Oh, good.
The disc is actually in here. I'm listening to this later.
That's
Oh
good.
yeah. We'll see if we can find some place where somebody can download these, or if it's the 2013 Blues Women International. It says on the back here. But yeah.
2013. Okay, so 13 years ago.
Oh, I know a couple of these ladies on here besides you too. Heather Cross, Julia Magnus. Yep. I don't think I ever met April May. I don't think I know any of the other ones, but
yeah, April May and her husband Dave, they live in New Jersey, and they subsequently played on another album that I did later on too. And Carol Durkin, the Hobson Session, was the drummer on He Digs Me. So some of the ladies, we kept in touch and we did other projects together. So when you're talking about like helping each other out and stuff like that, like we all try to help each other out as much as we can, even though we're far away.
And that's, that is the good thing about technology, though. I mean, you can be sitting in your house and you can be behind your instrument or under it or next to it or however, whatever instrument it is. And you can, I'm thinking like one of those big, no.
Yep.
But you can lay down something and send this piece of music to somebody else to add it, and you guys don't even have to play in the studio. I mean, that's the good thing about, I think that's one of the good things about technology. But man, this AI music, are you experiencing anything from this? Do you have any opinions on the AI music that's happening?
Yeah, I certainly have an opinion on the AI thing. And music. And also I think I did another interview not long ago and they asked something similar. And I said, artists, really what an artist is. Little Bobby was an artist. I'm an artist as a songwriter. That's coming from a person, those messages, and it's a message that you're putting out, to the listeners, if you go so far to record and get it out to the listeners. But AI is going to make things not trustworthy. And also the uniqueness that a human being can put into the art is irreplaceable by AI.
Absolutely.
AI is taking everything in from the world, the internet and the technology of stuff that's already been done and kind of blending it together or whatever. Okay, that's fine and dandy, but it's not for me. I don't like it. And I don't really want to associate with people or do projects with AI. Zero. I won't ever. I mean, is there forms of technology that help us? Like what you were just saying about sending a track to like Australia. Okay, technology is helping us, but there has got to be a limit. And if you're, I talked to somebody not long ago that's using AI to fill in the backup vocals. Well, why don't you just get your neighbor down the street to do it, for God's sakes?
Right? Oh, well, and see, and that's where my opinion on this comes in. Think about, just for instance, the show Friends, the theme song for that. Now, off the top of my head, for some reason, I can't think of the band that played. Anybody listening? If you, hold on. Yeah, it's 2 minutes. I thought you were answering my question. But that band became big because they played music that is out there on TV, just like a lot of these child actors got their foot in the door by doing commercials. Well, now, how many commercials are you seeing that are AI? Like, there's bands that aren't going to have their foot in the door because nobody wants to listen to live music anymore, and they want to do the AI thing, and then the young actors and actresses that, anybody that's trying to get into the acting business, there's no more commercials for them to do because it's cheaper for the company to do the AI thing. And that is what irritates me when people, I mean, yes, okay, it's cheaper. I get that. But all of these people that spent their whole lives fine-tuning their gift and put all their blood, sweat, and tears and everything they've had into perfecting their art and pouring their heart and soul out to you. And then you just got this, oh, now, you know what? I'm just going to scroll through here until I find something cool, because AI can do it. Like,
Well, that's just it. And another perspective too, and my perspective is, back maybe 100 years ago, probably in some places too, people, when they move to a new town, they go to church to meet friends
mhm.
and develop a community around them and stuff, love human beings. And also what music does is the same thing, right? When I move to places and I don't really have friends, but I have a band and I find a guitar player, drummer, or whatever, and we hang out and we visit and we do gigs and then at live music, as you know, there's people from the community coming. Why? To kind of see other people. So it becomes like a community, kind of like of a religious nature, like kind of like a church, sort of,
Yep.
in a way.
Yep.
You build a community, you're seeing people. Think about what COVID did to people. Nobody got to go out anywhere. But if you go to see some live music, you go to see a music festival, and you may or may not like the music. Okay, whatever. But you're meeting friends there. You're meeting new people there. You're meeting old people there. Think about the elderly people that are alone and then they go to see live music. Then they can meet new people and say hi to a stranger. So
Instead of having their face in a everybody is so attached to their screens now.
Yeah.
And they can hide
Exactly.
behind their screens and say whatever they want. And I feel like people are just becoming more and more jerks because the internet's letting them. Oh, and I got a kind of funny story about a little protest during COVID. But first we're going to cut to commercial, and then we're going to play Sunday's video, There Was a Time. And I really love this video. I mean, there's so many people out there that are going to be able to relate. And if you have questions for Sunday, go ahead and post them. We'll get to your questions. But first, stay tuned. We'll be right back.
When it comes to podcasts and social media, stick with the best. Grand Forks' best source. Keep up to date with local happenings and news, interviews with city leaders, athletes, nonprofits, and of course, lots of feel-good stories. You know, Grand Forks' best source is a great way to advertise your business or events with the most economical ad packages available. And contact us to find out how you can have your own podcast with the best studio in the area. Check out Grand Forks' best source on your favorite social media app. Grand Forks' best source, the Forks' best local podcast. Call 701-213-0863 or online at gfbestsource.com. We love the Forks. Grand Forks' best source, giving the Forks their identity again.
What's up, Red Lake Nation Radio? This is your host, DJ Soko. Come join me if you're Ace or Danelle from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Soko Saturday, where I have a new segment, Soko's Metal Madness Hour from 7 to 8 p.m., bringing the North all the new and classic metal to the masses. The first 3 hours will be the old school hits, the rock and roll classics, and all other genres of music. Even country. So come take a cruise with me, DJ Soko, bringing the fire right here on 105.3 WRLN, Red Lake Nation Radio. Yeah.
This episode is brought to you by AFS Automated Financial Services, your partner for fast, reliable, and affordable payment processing. Whether you're taking payments at the counter, on the go, online, or through a full POS system, AFS makes it easy to get paid anywhere, anytime. They handle credit, debit, EBT, gift, and loyalty cards across every industry and touchless options available for all in-person transactions. Entrepreneurs and ISOs can even earn monthly residuals through AFS partnership opportunities. The tools are yours. The income is yours. You'll get approvals in under an hour. 24-hour equipment deployment or reprogramming. Low, simple rates, matched or beaten, or they pay you, and 24/7 live customer service. You get the technology, rates, and support your business deserves. For a free cost analysis or rate quote, call 1-877-738-5010 or visit automatedfinancialservice.com. AFS, smart technology, real service, better business.
Visit littlebobbybuzz.com, your source for Little Bobby merch and music. Keep up with the bar and don't forget about the buzz with Mama T. That's littlebobbybuzz.com.
just to be
I love that video. I just love it. I mean, like everybody out playing in the woods on the little path. I mean, that was just so cool. Tell me what went into putting that video together and where
Oh
the
my God.
inspiration for the song was.
Actually, that's that album. The song from that album, it hit #1 on Sirius Radio too. Right around the time I met Bobby, shortly after, so it was pretty exciting too. What did we do towards that video? Well, there was a team of people from Thunder Bay. I lived in Atikokan at that time, so in the bush there, those are my sons
Oh,
playing
cool.
pretending to play the instrument. So these guys from Thunder Bay came up to Atikokan for the weekend, and we just had some plans of what, they had some ideas of what to do with the song. The song was more about what it is like to when you move on, when you like somebody, but then you moved on. There was a time, but not anymore. That type of thing.
What is your writing process? Do you
Oh my
do
right.
you come up with the words first, or do you get a hook, or
Oh, you know what? I've written so many songs and recorded so many albums, and it's all different. And when I first started learning how to play bass on the piano, bass, which is your left hand,
yeah?
sometimes I would try to come up with a cool new bass line that I could play because I'm not a bass player and I'm really not really even a piano player, but I played the piano so I could sing. And then of course I got better as time went on, but for anybody watching this, it takes a lot of time and you can just start slow and keep going. And you learn and you learn and you learn and you learn. So songs though, really are about a message that you want to get out. And as a female songwriter, um, you know, women have different messages, quite honestly.
Yes, yes.
And we have other things to talk about and other things to say. And so I think it's important for women to be songwriters and have a message. Now that I'm older too, like some of my songs are about some advice, right? To give to younger women. Because life is not easy. And it is not easy. So the process is different. Sometimes I'll have a couple lines that I think are really an important hook. And how do I put that into a song? Okay, let's see if we can do it. And sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't.
And see, I ask everybody that question because everybody's process is so different, and I find everybody, like, I have interviewed so many musicians at this point, and it seems like everybody has a different answer. Like, I interviewed this one band, and they just go into the studio and they just start jamming, and then all of a sudden, oh hey, that's a good hook, and they just create a song from just jamming out.
Yeah, cool. Oh
I'm
yes,
like,
yeah, and I would envy anybody that could do that type of thing. I'm not one of those types of writers, but my son is a writer like that. He could just write a song right there. I just don't. I don't know. But, we're all different. That's why human beings making music is different than AI.
mm-hmm.
No, ask
Absolutely.
AI what the process is.
Right? Like, it hasn't been through any experiences that it can share. I mean, so Dawn says, I can definitely relate to that song. And she says, you got that right, lady. Life is not easy. Especially the older we get. I mean, when we're young, we want to be older. When we're older, we're like, God, I wish I was young again. It just,
I don't wish I was young again because no.
in certain ways I do, because like
Okay.
health wise, and
That. I wish I was pain free. Like last week, my back went out for whatever the hell reason. I do not
you
know.
slept wrong,
But
or you got up wrong, you
I
stood
don't
up too
know what it
fast.
is. Yeah, right. So in that regard, but I mean, when you go through life, you're learning a lot of things. And also, as an older woman now, not that old, I guess, but our role in the community changes. And also, we have to be good with that change
Mm-hmm.
also. And
Supposed to be.
our society doesn't teach us that, though. Our society teaches us that women are supposed to be young, happy, perky, and beautiful. And that is
Their
the way
whole lives.
their whole lives. But that is not the case. But our roles change. Like, I have friends that say, well, we're not desired anymore because we're older. I said, that's not true. I feel like I'm desired because I know how to cook and I have a car and a job.
Right? That's so funny.
And I'm wise and I can give advice about certain things to certain people. I'm still desired for in a different way.
Exactly.
Different way. We have to be
So
okay with that.
I've got a quick comment about the video itself.
Okay.
When you opened that umbrella, I was looking at this umbrella and I'm thinking, instead of spending her last dime to go see this man, she should have bought a new umbrella.
I know. That was a prop, yeah.
I was like, oh, and I did have that quick story about the protest. We were talking about COVID before the break, and so my sister decided that during COVID that she wanted to get married, and we were going to do it at a public park in the middle of Thief River, and because you couldn't go to church, you couldn't have public gatherings, but you could protest. So she says, if the cops come, tell them that we're here protesting that we can't get married.
Oh my God! But she got married.
So
it was
it was her wedding. We had a wedding in a park.
Okay.
We had the wedding in the park, and she said, if the cops come, we're not having a wedding. We're having a protest against not being able to have weddings.
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
The cops didn't show up, but yeah.
I know that was a crazy time, eh?
I got some comedians in my family. So we have 4 minutes until that next break. And do you think we should throw out that trivia question now? Yeah.
Sure,
So
if you want to, yeah.
So anybody who's tuning in late, Sunday has this great prize package.
Okay, I'll show the packages. That song, There Was a Time, was on this album. Not everybody has CD players anymore, you guys. I know. But so I have a whole bunch of CDs that I'm going to send in the mail to people. He Digs Me's this one, and Little Bobby made that one. There's some Patsy Cline song on this one. Oh my goodness. And I got some sticker. There's another album that I did. I've made so many albums and CDs. Blueberries and Grits. This one was done in Memphis and Mississippi.
Wow.
Yeah. And then I have some stickers. This is like a sticker. And I got some buttons. So I'll mail that. I'll mail this package to whoever decides to put their some stickers. This is the album cover from one of my albums that just came out, but it's called Peace and Trouble, and I did that right in the living room here.
Oh wow.
On an acoustic piano with an upright bass. And then I had a couple guys from far away play on it. Harp Dog Brown's very well-known harmonica player. He's since passed, sadly. And a clarinet player from down in, I'm so sorry, I forget what state he was from, but he's also passed. So that's just a sticker from that album. But the artwork, if you see this artwork, one thing we did was we did a little live show like this. And the artwork fellow, his name's Joel Astley, amazing musician and artist. And he was painting it during a live broadcast of the new music. Wow. That's what we did. Yeah, it was cool. And then just some stickers and buttons. But that's why artists are cool, because you can do different things and there's no rules with creating music either and doing stuff, right?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So that's some gifts.
So if you are a fan, you should know the answer to this question. The first person that posts it on our live post, contest valid during live stream or until the first correct answer is given, whichever happens. Wait, what? Whichever happens second. Okay. Anyway, the first person that comes up the right answer post it right away. First person gets the prize package. The question is, what label produced Sunday Wilde's album, He Digs Me? What label produced her album, He Digs Me? Now we're going to go to commercial. We're going to watch another Sunday Wilde video called Show Me Mercy. And we'll come back with the trivia winner after the video. Stay tuned.
When it comes to podcasts and social media, stick with the best. Grand Forks' best source. Keep up to date with local happenings and news, interviews with city leaders, athletes, nonprofits, and of course, lots of feel-good stories. You know, Grand Forks' best source is a great way to advertise your business or events with the most economical ad packages available. And contact us to find out how you can have your own podcast with the best studio in the area. Check out Grand Forks' best source on your favorite social media app. Grand Forks' best source, the Forks' best local podcast. Call 701-213-0863 or online at gfbestsource.com. We love the Forks. Grand Forks' best source, giving the Forks their identity again.
What's up, Red Lake Nation Radio? This is your host, DJ Soko. Come join me if you're Ace or Donnell from 4 p.m. to 8 p.m. every Soko Saturday, where I have a new segment, Soko's Metal Madness Hour from 7 to 8 p.m., bringing the North all the new and classic metal to the masses. The first 3 hours will be the old school hits, the rock and roll classics, and all other genres of music. Even country. So come take a cruise with me, DJ Soko, bringing the fire right here on 105.3 WRLN, Red Lake Nation Radio. Yeah.
Welcome to Little Blessings Boutique, a gift shop in the heart of Thief River Falls. I invite you to come visit our store. I think you'll be pleasantly surprised at what you'll find. We have outfits for the kiddos, gifts of all shapes and sizes, handmade items from local vendors, and even coffee. Whether it's trinkets, crafts, Christian gifts, we have that and more. We even have things that you didn't know you needed. Visit Little Blessings Boutique, our Christian family-owned store, downtown on 3rd, next to Budget, Thief River Falls.
Pioneer 90.1 is a radio station like none other. Local people get to host their own shows, sharing music not heard on other stations. We partner with area nonprofits to present community events like Riverfest. As a non-commercial service, we rely on listeners like you to help us grow this one-of-a-kind radio station, made just for our community. Thank you for your donation.
Visit littlebobbybuzz.com, your source for Little Bobby merch and music. Keep up with the bar and don't forget about the buzz with Mama T. That's littlebobbybuzz.com.
Feeling mighty good, even though I should. nobody at home. Will tomorrow be a better day? And will someone notice if I ever go away? But the phone hasn't rung in 25 days and then some. Today the bed's feeling mighty good. Even though I should take the covers off on my head, but today I wish I could just lay in bed. I'm gonna lay in bed.
Two bottles of bourbon. And you know, I think a lot of people can relate to that one as well. That I've had plenty of those days. I just just gonna say
Yeah,
that.
exactly.
And
I
it doesn't
love
always,
that song because of that.
yeah. And it doesn't always have to be alcohol induced. I mean, some days it's just one of those days, and it's okay. We do have a guest, and you are close, but I ask for the label, not the name of the producer. So we'll see. We'll see. So yeah, we don't have a winner yet. We did
Okay,
get
no
one
problem.
guess. We
Yeah,
did
yeah.
get
So
one guess.
that song that you just showed the video for, I made that video myself. I mean, it was around about COVID time, right? And even just trying to learn how to use all this video making software. This was before iPhones were like, it was a few years ago now. You know, that's a whole another skill. Oh, sure, AI could maybe make a video. I don't know. I'd like to see what they could do for videos, but I don't want to bother because,
Right.
right? You know, I was just trying to piece in the mood, whatever I could possibly do for a video, right? Because
Yep.
sometimes you have to use your own skills and abilities and just get it done. And that's what I was doing with that video. And so,
Yep.
like, for people listening, sometimes just do what you can with your abilities that you have.
And you'll learn from it too. I mean, you'll learn.
Exactly.
Like the more you do it, the more you're going to figure out, okay, that looks stupid. Or, hey, that really works. I mean,
Exactly. And sometimes people with very limited skills and abilities make really cool stuff.
yep.
And so, and it's just the way it is. I remember Bobby wanted me to come down and work on some music videos, and I'm like, what are you gonna do, Bobby? Well, just bring a bunch of costumes, and we'll just do. But I do something different with my music videos if I'm making them myself. Just limited skills and abilities, and the message is there. It's moody, it's depressing, and the song really goes out to lots of people that are living alone too, eh?
We've got a winner.
Oh, really?
Robert Schwer.
Awesome.
Robert Schwer says, Untouchable Productions. You are correct.
Awesome.
You are the winner. Private message the page with your address, and we will get that to Sunday, and you will get your prize package in the mail shortly.
Yes, Robert. Well, not surely today, but I'm gonna
No, yeah.
get your address and I'll send it Canada Post. So perfect. Thank
So,
you. That's awesome.
So I don't have that album upstairs. You do.
I do.
But yeah, that's the label right there on the back of the Hobson Sessions. That was Bobby's label.
Yeah.
Yep.
There you go. Yeah.
Some more. I've got some little Bobby CDs here too.
So this is the one that he did for me because he just, we connected and he's like, "Hey, why don't you come down and we'll record an album?" So that's And he did it in Thief River Falls.
Yep. And you know,
Came
when you
down.
were showing everybody the prize package, I'm like, and you said, and little Bobby did this one, and I'm like, Sunday, shut up. That was too big of a hint. That was too big of a hint. But I mean,
God, sorry.
but no, like if people are paying attention and they're actually a little Bobby fan and a fan of yours, that's how they figured out. So
There
yeah,
you go. That's right.
yes, Dawn, she did say it was Bobby, but that wasn't the name of the label. So, Robert, go ahead and either private message the Little Bobby Buzz page on Facebook, or private message me. I'm in the comments there, where I asked for or I posted the question again, and get us your address so we can get that out to you. So Sunday, we're going to change the vibe just a little bit, because unless it's not something you want to talk about, you know where I'm going with this?
You go wherever you want, man, and I will say stuff or not.
Okay. Why you started singing in the first place?
Okay, yeah. Why I started singing. I do come from a very musical background. My dad was a songwriter, singer, my uncle. I didn't start music singing until in my late 30s. I'm 57 now, and I'm a woman who doesn't care about saying my age because, like, whatever. um, I suffered quite a bit of grief in my life with my baby making ability, let's put it that way. My first son passed away. Luckily I have two awesome sons that are very cool, but I subsequently had a lot of other problems. I had like 7 miscarriages, and then I lost another son at about 5 months pregnancy.
Oh,
These are female things, right? Maybe people are disgusted by that, but don't be, because stuff happens and this is just life sometimes.
yeah.
And I really kind of went crazy, to say the least. And I lived out in the country, and I used to walk in the bush, and I started singing like gospel, and it made me feel better. So gospel music just it was almost like a prayer and it was like cleansing some kind of grief and sadness that was inside of my body. That's the only way I can describe it. And then I started singing and writing songs, and then I sang at a funeral of my sister-in-law. There was nobody singing crying at it, and I went to the priest and I said, "Can I get up and sing something for her?" Yeah, of course. And so then I got up and sang an old gospel song, and then it was almost like it helped people cry. And then I realized, well, music is not just for dancing and having fun. Music helps people feel things.
Absolutely.
And that's why I started doing music.
Music calms the mind.
Yeah.
Music heals. It is the universal language all over the world. All you have to do is pick up an instrument and make people feel. And that's one thing I love about live music, is this human being is on this stage bearing their soul with their experiences and their knowledge and wisdom, and it makes you feel you connect. And I hope live music never goes away, because people need it, whether they know it or not. Like, whether you like it or not, you go find some live music. I mean, yeah. Okay. All right.
Supporting live music is very important. And again, I said we talked about it earlier too, right? Is that even if you don't necessarily like the music happening on stage, you're meeting friends and you're seeing other human beings.
Yep.
So, like, you don't have to Google under the sun everything that band did before you leave the house to go see them. And how about back in the old day, you just went out and were surprised if you liked them. Like, oh, this is a surprise. I wasn't sure if I'd like them or not. But nowadays, everybody's researching all the bands before they'll even leave the house and put their
Yeah.
coat on.
Yeah.
You don't need to do that. Like, why don't you just like open it up to surprise and have some fun with it? You know, like you get there and you like them, don't like them, whatever. You know, it's okay. Sometimes lots of people don't like the music I do, and I don't take personal offense to it
Right.
myself.
Well, Robert does. He's a new fan. He says, "Thank you,
Thanks,
Mama T,
Robert.
for." He says, "Thank you, Mama T, for bringing us a great artist. I have new music to listen to tonight at work. And thank you, Sunday, for getting us the greatest gift of all emotions through your music."
Aw, thank you, Robert.
And you know, this guy, he just popped up one day in the feed, and oh, yep, you got the right place, Robert. I see your message. I'll get to you after the show. So what kind of message do you want to send kids that might be interested in getting into music?
You know what? I'm going to send this message out to all the other people in that kid's life. And I say this, you know, if you're in a poor neighborhood and you got a little extra money and there's a single mom down the street with 5 kids, go buy a cheap ass guitar and bring it down to that house. Because children need to be encouraged to play music. You don't have to be an ace freely on the guitar, little Bobby on the guitar. Music is helping you stay on the straight and narrow, quite honestly. Sometimes there's so many things that kids can get into that are not productive anymore. You know, that's what I say to anybody that has any extra money. You see a cheap ass guitar at a garage sale, buy it and give it to some kid in the neighborhood. You know, you don't have to have expensive musical equipment. My kid was playing on a guitar that he found at a dump out in the country, and he played it for like, I don't know, 7 years till he smashed it, but whatever.
Was it a stage thing, or?
I don't know. It was I'm done my childhood thing.
I see.
I think. So, but for young people, like, you don't need AI to make music. You don't need AI. You need to be able to send out a message to your friends, to your family, that kind of thing. And you know, you're going to make friends playing music too. The music will take you places that you never would even imagine. I would have never imagined that I would have friends from that Mississippi trip years later. We're, you know, keeping in touch. You know, they're far. I don't see them very often. But music will take you places that other places won't. And be brave. That's a big message right there. Bravery will take you can make mistakes on stage. You can make mistakes on stage. There is nothing wrong with that.
It's so funny you say that, because Bobby would forget the words to songs all the time, and he'd just make them up. He'd just make them up.
There you
and
go.
Nobody even cared. No, I mean, some people might notice, but they're like, well, that's kind of cool, you know?
Exactly. So bravery in all aspects of life will take you way further than any other skill, quite honestly. When I first started playing, there was this really professional upright bass player, and he was like, wow, she's gonna get up and she doesn't even do it right. because I was just brave. I didn't know I was doing it wrong. And it's not a wrong or right thing. Brave, just be brave to make mistakes. You know, just don't hurt other people. That's all.
Right, right. And, you know, our show is already over. It's already been an hour. We didn't even get a chance to talk about Reno. We didn't get a chance to talk about the Weber brothers. I mean, there's so much more to talk to you. There's so much more to talk to you about. But we're at 6 o'clock already.
Yeah, 7 o'clock where I am. I live in Thunder Bay, Northern Ontario, too, for anybody. That's the northern area of Ontario.
Oh, thank you so much for sharing that deep personal stuff with us, and being here, and you know how many new fans you got now. I mean, oh my goodness. Thank you, everybody that was watching. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you for having me, and happy Mother's Day. I hope everybody contacted their mom.
We all tried to. Some of us can't. But she's down in my cabinet, so I'm gonna go wish her. Yeah. Well, we all have things that happen.
Yeah.
Stay tuned next week. We have Wands Freely. If you don't know who that is, look him up because you are going to have questions for this guy. WONS is his first name. PHREELY. Wands Freely. I've got his music downstairs. You guys are going to love this, especially our generation, just the way he sounds, and he's pretty cute to boot. So that helps. That always helps. All right, everybody. We got to say goodbye. Another great episode. Thank you, Sunday, so much for being here, and keep in touch.
Are you looking for the local happenings? Your Local 411, the newest publication in the McIntosh area, covers from Winger to Oakley and Foston to Erskine. It has news stories, a local lunch menu, business news, community events, church calendars, sports schedules, blood drives, free classifieds, death notices, birthdays and anniversaries, puzzles, trivia, and paid ad space available. If you want to know what's going on in this area, you need Your Local 411. For submissions, subscriptions, or ad packages, email yourlocal411.mcintosh@outlook.com. That's yourlocal411.macintosh@outlook.com or text 218-693-8075.